Right, welcome to post-holiday edition. Oh, as on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Mama call Wune and the other by now. My boss is ever fair from. Mama call chilling in by now. My boss is ever fair from. My boss is ever fair. Of course, as a Jumano was starts now, but still, had a consistent update and the best in terms of sports analysis on YouTube. Now, had bro, how Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, and I know power yes answer the about and was good news. Nipa be cumulatively close to Nipa be 5,000. Nipa 4 slips now, and now 4 slips in our boy, all of them, and all of the 4 slips now in our boy and round. Will be sending message on say, hey, on TRC and sometimes it won't more. The thing is that I say, I ding us and say a neck and queer or chin. So almost every day, like we are reading a slip or as on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. It's say code to the baby go on man. I mean maybe today doesn't go or the next day, consistent with it because who be this guy? And boys they are in this guy for a lot of them, they are winning actively. Say when the business you are not winning, I mean I feel very very sorry for you, but in Kofu winning, and then we'll go again, and then I think say 4 separate codes, and yes answer they in the description of the video codes in the go so the links to the various groups and so on especially Telegram group, WhatsApp channel, WhatsApp group, join them, and of course now Coco Kahon, whenever you can get some winnings hours on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, and then in something also we'll start from Club Friend FC Barcelona. Has the Flick the wolf. And now, has the Flick a team talk. Or a team talk na. Then, and I can pay at an unwelcome group now. I said the wolf full on concentrate. He is unhappy with the things that are going on. The essence of place. Hey, master. Maybe a season edge. There is no way I may be tolerating cough or say the stability of your club. No. So when you're wondering, say when you're born, you're wondering so be Juma. Now you help us form a strong, formidable group. You beat me exercise with the show. But a bit now, Hansi Flick was angry. In fact, to the extent say, Oko in front of sport paper. Our match said, Flick gets tough. Flick gets tough. Especially on a branch friend in Nakepenya. And now he was asked about a branch friend Marc-Andre Ter Stegen and how back. He says he doesn't have a problem. Ter Stegen, but he will see when Ter Stegen is ready to play and start with them by a competition between or no, and it will just scheduling. Although the understanding is that a branch friend Ter Stegen and the number 1 goalkeeper for them. After a reflecting talk during yesterday's training session, Ter Stegen went over to scheduling and they had a long chat over there for them. And Asema Mokan say, I penny and Emma no as a no so no basis upon team when you na. I mean, they do baby. I understand in Penna. There was literally Barca's number 1 goalkeeper. On an Ochimo, one and all Dama Barca team. Then all of a sudden, Ter Stegen in prior or Babe Delm, the Wojciechny comes and takes over as the number 1 goalkeeper for team. My friend FC Barcelona. And Wojciech now at that point for a very long time, no lose game. Consistent, why successful. Now, Ter Stegen Badia. So, obey 3rd choice goalkeeper for Pena, and also the amount contract extension to Roger Chesney means that next season, so it's not a good one. It's not a good one for Barca for, and it's affecting Abrantia, your friend Pena over there and in front of Mundo Deportivo, Mundo Foneca, Barca say, baby, you not doing season, like I told you, margin of error no is small because if you at this point in time, one Shinia, there is going to be a very funny thought say. What season is successful, what do baby say then if you don't take care, we'll lose out on anything. There's going to be Copa del Rey this weekend because midweek Barca will La Liga games that will go on. Then after that, there are going to be things that will happen. La Liga games, Copa del Rey, all of these matches never cost. After all of these games that will go on for FC Barcelona, then you come back and then you're coming to look at the other matches that are going to go on. Margin of error here, very, very minimal. Very, very minimal. So Barca just cannot afford. Say, as at this point in time, they are going to be setting nuts in the club. They will pull the team back. A very detrimental transition flick. And that's why now we're in the press conference now. He was very, very emphatic on the teams that Massa. He will not tolerate anything. Maybe affecting the team, growth, any of the things that is going to go on well. with them. And of course, Marc-Andre ter Stegen will be included in the Copa del Rey team, that will go to go and play on Saturday at the La Cartuja. It's going to be very important for Team FC Barcelona for them to go in. And now, Lamine Yamal winning the Laureus Award Breakthrough of the Year. Laureus Award, a very, very big award. And I papa ko jina the Ballon d'Or trophy or no Lamine Yamal posted on Instagram and say soon it's going to happen for him. Say one day on the speech imagine the Ballon d'Or award the Laureus Award World Sports Awards in annual award ceremony honoring individuals and teams in the world in sports with other sporting achievements. It awards a lot of people. Lamine Yamal, one of them. It's a Laureus Sport for Good Foundation patrons, Damien and Richmond. It's supported by global partners, Mercedes-Benz, any other a lot of people. Mitsubishi Munya supports it. Laureus is derived from the Greek word laurel, considered to be traditional symbol for victory in athletics. My friend Lamine Yamal, could win a big award in the Laureus Award, and of course, Barca for one prepared to go and play in that big one at the La Cartuja over the weekend. And Cartuja has been ready. And now I told you, said there is already a team normally set to go and be in the middle of the park as referees already. Yapom want to marry and Barca for now going there to try and see if they can go in and then win the Copa del Rey, something that's very, very important to them. So it's my Copa del Rey on the part of FC Real Madrid, very important. And now Madrid for now has been about a possible coach any day. And now buying for Leverkusen for sporting director or buying for Leverkusen. And now I confirm here, say only a branch your friend Xabi Alonso. It was sporting agreement, gentleman's agreement. Said a branch your friend Xabi Alonso. What is going to happen is that immediately season the band, say team or no Xabi Alonso abo hoping as a player ever some pera or no Xabi Alonso is going to move. And obviously, say Casa team we know say in 2009 now branch friend Xabi Alonso actually the jersey number 22 and my team my friend on Real Madrid 18. It's very, 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 very likely that this summer a branch friend Xabi Alonso will most likely move on and then go and play. Will go and be the coach of team my friend FC Real Madrid. And I've said it several times. So Xavi to become come Madrid a match made in heaven, because the style of playing football, directness, the Madrid players in the fit, it's also mentality huge. So I should say the buying of Leverkusen team now. Saying they will create a strong, close-knitted mentality of a group of players. It's something that's going to be very important for Xavi Alonso. And in a month here, if he is able to replicate same with team my friend Real Madrid goes, of course already Madrid also have clouds now around them. They are able to push up for things and be successful consistently. If you're able to, Xavi Alonso goes there, definitely you'll be able to get them to even be more successful. Real Madrid want Carlo Ancelotti to stay until the end of the league season, but this debacle of the Copa del Rey final could accelerate things. I hope Real Madrid Copa del Rey, I have a feeling so I'm sure Real Madrid for now very aggressive. No my GFI Barca for instance. Brazil wants Carlo Ancelotti to take over as soon as possible and even be ready for this game against Ecuador on the 6th of June. Ancelotti would not be Real Madrid's coach for the Club World Cup in this scenario. I think that's most likely what's going to happen. Xabi Alonso is the only candidate to take over from Carlo Ancelotti, and it is clear. Carlo, in a game against, in the last game against Athletic Bilbao, 4-4-2, and a journalist, they began and say, man, the favorite formation now, does it like the 4-4-2? Does it their formation now? So yeah, the favorite formation, the 4-4-2. Only formation of Pepper 4-4-2, and it gives him a lot of success, and that's exactly the kind of formation that he wants to play. And going forward in the season, as a formation of a ball on Copa del Rey final, and so there's going to be in there 4-4-2. Say things that for team your friend your friend FC Real Madrid. Now Fernando Caro buyer for CEO na make one summer. Or see we have a very good relationship with Real Madrid. I have only seen Florentino Perez once, but I have an excellent relationship with Jose Angel Sanchez, our sporting director. We have had a player on loan in Leverkusen we have talked about many players in the past. There is a fluid relationship between the two clubs and respect for each other. Like I told you, and now confirming, Fernando Cardo, this is exactly what he said about Xabi Alonso joining team, your friend FC Bayern for Leverkusen. I say Xabi Alonso's future, it has to be decided in the next 3 or 4 weeks. We can't wait until the end of the season before the season ends. We will know. That is exactly what Bayern for Leverkusen for Nika said. Very, very soon they can have a decision on Abrantia, the friend of Xabi Alonso. And he's very close, and there's a high likelihood say he's going to bring in either Florian Wirtz and actually Jamal Musiala. So inside things now, cause a lot of havoc. Jude Bellingham will do more box-to-box work than Abrantia friend Florian Wirtz, Jamal Musiala. These guys will do a lot of the job in between the lines and break down low blocks. And it's not only going to be Madrid allowing low blocks have the ball and they'll go in on transitions now. It's going to change a little bit. Fernando Carro went on to say, we have a gentleman's agreement by which if a team in which Xabi Alonso has played comes, we will sit down and talk and we will not prevent him. That's exactly what I've been talking about Xabi Alonso. And we'll see how things are going to go over there. El has been a really, really interesting set of games. Jose Maria says Martinez will referee Madrid versus Getafe. Game midweek, and then they go on to go and play in that big one in a game against Tima, your friend in Barcelona. Our Copa del Rey, Copa del Rey. Of course, and now I catch you say Italian Serie I have really, really interesting. The effect of the Italian Serie A has been super because the net assistants now Inter and Napoli now 71 points apiece. But actually games are Alabama Inter now. Their games seem to be a little bit slightly more difficult than team and friend in Napoli. If Antonio Conte it's major Scudetto this season, boy, he obviously goes in there as definitely one of the Italian great coaches ever to have done the job. If he's able to use that Napoli team with Scott McTominay, Billy Gilmour, Stanislav Lobotka, Frank André Zombo, and Luis Amo, it's me Scudetto this season from an experienced side. I mean, somebody who says, "Oh, said Napoli team, they winning Scudetto 2 or 3 seasons ago." No, that's not true. What's his name? Osimhen, Victor Osimhen, Vicha Kvaratskhelia, some really, really important players, and also a Napoli team that won the Scudetto. They aren't there, so definitely, you have to give a lot of credit to Inter for if they are able to win that very, very big one. We'll see if things are going to go on well for team my friend Internazionale Milan for the successes that they are being able to chalk over there. And it's in the run-in assistants now. We'll be a push in set Obenya the targets now in the Champions League, ABL and then we didn't come on now. If you look at it, what we are seeing is a games that are run in Nottingham Forest or Brentford, Crystal Palace, Ipswich Town, Newcastle or Ipswich, Brighton and Hove Albion, Man City or Villa, Wolverhampton Wanderers. There is Chelsea, there has Everton and Liverpool. These are very, very tough games for Chelsea to go on and qualify for the Champions. I think that the Chelsea may qualify a better team for Chelsea to be able to qualify for the Champions League. But if in this game Chelsea with me minimum 4 out of 6, with me minimum flat 4, they are through to the Champions League. Once Chelsea are able to get 4 game wins, that was a very difficult runs. They are through. Hopefully, so win against Fulham will rejuvenate them and bring them together and get them to believe on the transfer market. Chelsea are getting very close to getting on the centre back. Man United are closing in on our brand here. Your friend Matthias Cunha. Manchester United are leading the race to sign Matthias Cunha from Wolverhampton Wanderers. I know Matthias Cunha Churchill will be free Manchester United, will be free Wolverhampton Wanderers in the summer. Now, Matthias Cunha will team or Bruno Fernandes will team a very solid because these guys shoot almost bust shot from outside the box. Baby, personal terms are being discussed as Man United are aware of more clubs being keen. 62.5 million release clause. Good feelings after initial contact over there for Abrantia, your friend Matthias Cunha and Manchester United. That will be some very, very good news for them to come in. And Fabrizio Romano and a report is our story and Nano Parioshe. Manchester United almost beefy up almost scored and get a score that will go on and do a good job. Pep Guardiola In the lead up to a game against team, my friend Aston Villa, he spoke about Morgan Rogers. I said a glimpse we could see something he could do it, but the impact that has been Villa has been what a player talking about what Morgan Rogers and how he has done a very very good job at it as it stands now, and how things are going with Morgan Rogers now. He is asking himself if really it can be done if the boy can replicate that form our team, your friend FC Man City, and then of course on the other side, Barcelona are very very close to getting a branch here friend Jonathan Tah, because Jonathan ama obiate say the other season on also a free buying for Leverkusen and any coaching on also a free buying for Leverkusen. Chelsea hold discussions with agent of Fulham striker Rodrigo Muniz and Eintracht Frankfurt. You know, me say Chelsea phone were tallest, and on plan they say they will talk to everybody. They will know the attitude of everybody. Their decision non per se holistic. I say encompass ubia and you just player or my body deem be Debbie, Osimhen, Delap, Ekitike, all of these guys. And now almost share the agents of our branch friend who get Ekitike and then Rodrigo Muniz or Nomudin come up some players know what they stand for and the things that they are coming in with and things that are going to go inside our way, because Chelsea for now imagine say striker they weird day and next summer they need to get a striker in their team, because Osho Obi to say Abantia your friend Nicholas Jackson on your out and out centre forward. Barca for last 2 seasons Nanka branch your friend Bernardo Silva Kohorum and Koyi Pep Guardiola asked him to stay. What we are hearing is that if it is for free, Barca for are willing to join to bring in a branch your friend Bernardo Silva, and if a branch your friend Bernardo Silva will take a pay cut, so BG pay cut there, and then one of branch your friend Bernardo Silva ever born with team in him, and then they'll bring him in to see if he can come and do their job at the Alma team, your friend FC Barcelona. And yes, they definitely have to go. The lab on the list of Manchester United, but Chelsea for say they be that they will make sure so they get a branch here friend Liam Delap, because on top list of strikers are on person on the Juma this summer. We wait to see if Chelsea can get a branch here friend Liam Delap. If not, then we'll see how things will go over there. But the main player at Chelsea for now, Eddie who come extensively branch here your friend Dean Hodgson, centre back, and I have a feeling that Chelsea may end up either with Murillo and as a branch your friend Dean Hodgson. Chelsea for now, any didn't come up, but there is a lot of people fighting with Chelsea. More aggressive. Try to convince the boy no journey on the team Arsenal can Liverpool Chelsea now move, so a very very good job in getting Dean Hodgson. These clubs I'm sure will be pushing next days and in the coming weeks to agree for Dean Hodgson. Newcastle dream for him, but it's going to be difficult for them, and these are the clubs that are more pushing for Abantia, your friend Dean Hodgson, a really really important player this season. Our English Premier League, of course, Enzo Fernandez has created more chances from open play than any midfielder our English Premier League in 30. I've said it several times, the Chelsea and your striker prolific, the story definitely will change. Fiifi-Manfred on Nietzsche. This is where we draw the curtain on this morning's edition. In the course of the day, we'll be back with you. Until then, you take care. Bye-bye.